Hey, welcome to Bit It Bill It. I want to share an app that I found some years ago that is not mine, it's not Bit It Bill It product, but it's by a company called TurboScan that has been so helpful to me in keeping up with my receipts. If you didn't already know, I'm not a big fan and not very good at keeping up with paperwork and receipts. I don't like that part of the business, but it is something you have to do. But the receipts are a major hurdle if you stack them up, keep them in an envelope or an old bank bag or something like that. But I found this app some years ago because I travel and I get dozens of receipts in a week's time. And man, that gets really cumbersome if you stack them up and then have to go back and figure out which one goes where. This app really has saved me a lot of money that I would have lost if I didn't claim receipts. So I'm going to open it on up. A couple of quick tips. You need a dark background and you need to keep your hands as still as possible once the camera comes on. So the floorboard of my truck is actually, the floorboards are black, so it's perfect for that. So as soon as I get a receipt and get in my truck, I'll just turn the camera on TurboScan and start taking pictures. So you'll see down the right hand side on the bottom there a little camera. As soon as you click on that, it will open up the camera and start trying to find a receipt, and it will actually auto crop that receipt. Doesn't matter really how long it is, it just auto senses the size, and you'll see the little grid come on when I turn it on. But the first receipt is actually a very difficult one to capture. It's an old receipt I have from a garage here in town. And it's the old goldenrod, so it's an NCR form, so it's kind of hard to capture. So let me just show you that one real quick, show you how versatile this thing is. So open up the app, and it'll take a quick picture. Now you can adjust the exposure all the way to light if it's too dark for you, and then all the way back up to dark. And you can see that's a pretty good job on a really old receipt, right? Okay. So if you're finished, you can hit next and go ahead and name the doc, which I'll show you in just a second. But if you need to add more, in the bottom right hand corner, you can click the little paper with the plus button and keep taking pictures. So here's a Lowe's receipt. Okay. It auto crops it. Now that one doesn't look good to me. So in the lower left hand corner, you'll see a trash button, trash can. Click on that. You can either discard the page or rescan it. So I'm going to rescan it and see what it looks like. So that was probably me with talking and having jittery hands, or actually that was not the best receipt in the world. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I've got a Home Depot receipt here. That one came out pretty well, even though it was folded up quite a bit. And then I have a couple more here, or one more here. Here's one from Floor & Decor. See how it auto crops it? Oh, nope, that didn't look good. So let's rescan that one. I'll try not to talk so it keeps my hands still, but look how well that comes out, right? And if you lighten it up a little bit, sometimes it actually makes it a little better. Not so much on that one. Here's one that I thought of the other day. Anytime you have colors, custom colors, or anything made for your client, you could take a picture of like the formula. So like Sherwin-Williams, here's one right here. Here's a can of Sherwin-Williams, and that is just can I got there. Now, since that's a silver background, see that's not taking the auto picture, you can click on that little button on the right and go ahead and take a picture of it. Now you have it. You could edit this page or just leave it that way, but there's your formula. So it's perfect. Now your customer has the formula and the actual store and everything, right? From here, you want to click on next, or if you have more receipts, obviously keep adding. I now have 5 receipts, there we go. Let me go back in there. There's 5 receipts. Make sure you have them all like you want them. You could continue to add from here in that bottom right hand corner, or here is where I like to name the document. So let's just say this was the Smith interior. And you can click done, and there you go. So there's all your receipts. Now the cool part is, what do I do with it now? You can go to the bottom. See this little page with an arrow? If you click on that, that gives you an option to email it to myself, email it as a PDF, a JPEG. You could send it to your iCloud, you could copy, you could print it from here if you wanted it. But I like to email these to myself and then put it with my receipts. So when you do the Bid It, Bill It, you could just add this set of receipts to your email and send both the invoice, and if you send receipts to your customer, you could do that too. So you just click on it and there it goes. It ends up as a PDF in their inbox. So I can't tell you how many times and how much money this has saved me over the years, but I think it's a phenomenal program. It is in both the Apple App Store and I believe Android as well. And it's either $4.99 or $6.99. I think they call it a forever charge. So it's a one-time. And how inexpensive is that? What a value for keeping up with receipts. Again, saved me a lot of money. So I hope that helps you in some way. And thanks for stopping by today.